How long have you been doing Family Fridays? Is this a long time thing? Is it a recent thing?
I had a really hard time with it in 2019 and 2020 because I felt like I was more, hey, this is growth, growth, growth. I've got so much responsibility. I haven't replaced myself in areas yet. And it was like a high level of stress, but also knowing that like, hey, I'm like sprinting and then I need to decompress.
Mhm.
Um, and recognizing that's like kind of the way that I operate. I sprint Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, decompress Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday is team day where it's just
Mhm.
team meetings, nothing with families. But then sprint Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? And then
Mhm.
having certain goals of like, on a monthly basis or whatnot, like taking time away from work um, for either family stuff. But one of the things I've learned recently too is like I want to set that example for my kids that it's okay to go and to go take time with just your spouse and like what that does for a relationship, like what that does for Alex and I's relationship where it's just the two of us and having four kids, that's hard. Like that's
Mhm.
really, really hard. But I that makes a huge difference for us and also setting that example for our kids that no, it's okay. It's okay to do that when you have a spouse or a partner, that like you guys take time for the two of you as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I mean, because the truth is, if that relationship, if there's cracks in that foundation, it trickles down and impacts the kids. Like you could be the best parent, go to all the ball games, and if you neglect the relationship, I've seen this happen,
mhm.
unfortunately, where Sarah and I have friends where unfortunately divorces happen, and you just see like the family dynamic splinters. And these are great parents, to their kids. But if you don't keep that
Yeah.
relationship at the top intact, then it does impact the kids down the road.
Do you remember Michael Hyatt's priority list? That was one of the things I took away from our time with him, where he talked about this is who comes first, second, third, fourth, fifth,
Yes.
and it's like if those at the top are not good, the rest of it's not going to be good, right? So, like what you're saying, like those cracks in the foundation, um, you can be the best dad in the world, but if you're neglecting in other areas, it's not going to end up working.
Yeah.
Um, taking that for myself, this is kind of tying it back to the team and then like making a real commitment that's like, hey, this is what I'm trying to do for myself. And if I'm really committed to my team members, improving just in life in general from business and in their personal lives, it's like you gotta spend some time helping them get themselves in a good spot or else it's going to affect their performance at work too. Right. They're
Yeah.
they're
Mike.
they're the same that way.
Yeah. Michael edited his list because I heard it 4 or 5 years ago. And what he put at the top was actually himself, which sounds
Yes.
really selfish. But the thought process is if I don't love and take care of myself, I can't do it for others. And I found that to be
Yes.
very true in life. You know,
Yep.
everybody I think has those cycles of going through a rough patch or a season where things are a little harder maybe for you as an individual. And I just love the self-care being at the top because if you don't take care of yourself, you definitely can't love others. So,
Yeah. And you got to
um,
know what works for you for sure.